Look at this, I'm in a shopping centre here in Essex in a town called Basildon. It's actually where I started my company and opened my first family entertainment centre. We've now got an opportunity to take over an old Debenhams store, one of those big old department stores that you might remember, and see if we can turn one floor into a family entertainment centre. Now crucially, what we're trying to do here is get a brilliant deal on the rent, i.e. pay as little as possible, and see if the landlord will give us a big chunk of cash to go and do all the works and we give them a split on the revenues. So it's an exploratory day. Aaron, our MD, is going to meet us and you are going to come on camera and we're just going to see if we can get some deals over the line. Let's go. So we said, look, one floor we could put a version of a family entertainment centre on with the highest ceiling height. We needed to see what it looked like now for us to think if there is a possibility.
Yeah.
All of that's big fit out, and if you want it back in 3 years. Is there any other bigger units that are available?
Do you want to look at the top floor? That might be a little bit bigger.
Thing is, you can't help it if you could get the right concept and the deal was right. Because we were thinking just about doing a revenue share. That's what we're speaking to your colleague. And it's building something that you can put in and take out when you want to clear us out.
Yeah.
So the agent's just shown us around a couple of units here. And this is how my brain works. I'm thinking now, how can I buy the shopping centre rather than rent a unit? Because what I'm seeing here is a process of one of my key fundamentals that if you don't innovate, you evaporate. And I'm thinking this, they bought this for 100 million quid. It's now for sale for 30 million quid, and they think that's too much. The rent they're collecting, I reckon, is about 1.6 million. I just totted it up using the details I could get on rateable values. But there's so much empty stuff here, and they're saying there's so many demands for lets, but they're doing too complicated leases. People are not trying. There's just, you need an entrepreneur. That's what I'm saying. I've just found the solution to this place. You need someone like me or an entrepreneurial thinking company rather than a corporate-led company to come in here and innovate this place. I reckon if I was in here, you put a cheeky offer, you buy this for 10, 15 million quid and get £3 million a year rent off of it and fill it up, create loads of jobs, make it somewhere really good, because there are people here. So far, 6.5 million people have trundled through this shopping centre. They reckon by the end of the year it's going to be 8 million. There's opportunity there. Get the rents down, make it affordable for businesses to thrive. The landlord makes some money, and it was doing nearly 6 million a year in rent. That's not going to happen again. But if you could buy it cheap and help yourself to 2, 3, 4 million of rent, it's exciting. Maybe something's to be done here. Do I want to buy a shopping centre? It's just dangerous because I think I could get 10 million quid together to do this. It's not impossible, is it? I'm back speaking again this week. I'm here at a business showcase in Essex. They invited me along, said, James, can you help business owners and entrepreneurs do an hour's talk on getting customers as frugally as possible, because lots of businesses don't have cash right now, so I'm going to teach them all the basics of getting customers before you think about Facebook ads and Instagram ads and YouTube ads and paid for advertising. Actually, what makes an ad sell and get you customers for your business. So I'm going to be doing all of that. You're going to have a little peek. Let's go.
So I'm not going to lie, mate. I have come to give you a present for your Christmas tree.
Oh, thank you very much.
So I know you're not into it, but I know your kid is going to.
No, I like railways.
He's going to go absolutely nuts seeing that go around the tree. So
there's
a lot of it's
very kind of you.
Mate, honestly, I would probably say from all the stuff that has come from the podcast, from the Entrepreneurs University, I reckon we've implemented maybe 70% of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Gone and finally employed a PA. I've got my full-time, I say full-time, but he's a part-time web developer that we've got in now. All these things are stuff that you've told us to do, and literally every night it just keeps creeping up and creeping up.
That was lovely. Someone's just given me a model railway set Jason Fickpenny, he came on my podcast. I gave him some tips and tricks to grow his business. You know, he came to me, he was doing a few $100,000 of revenue. He's listened to all the stuff that I teach. He's got over the £1 million revenue mark. He's made a good couple of £100,000 worth of profit because he's implemented, he's an action taker. I just think that's a lovely thing to do. And he's going to come and listen to me now, do an hour on getting customers, and hopefully come to one of my 4-day seminars where we take that $1 million revenue to 10 million plus revenue. That's the plan. Let's go. And so what I really want for fast growth entrepreneurs and business owners to go to the next level is spend 80% of their time growing their business and then 20% of their time in the operations of the business. It's a really important process that for business success, council success, local authority success, anything we do, we follow this formula for success, and it's E plus M equals S. That's entrepreneurship. If you're working for local authority, we take the entrepreneurship word out and we put in the word leadership. But if you're in business, we're talking about entrepreneurship, and then plus management equals success. The way to think about this is think about you're running a very, very successful school. The head teacher is the entrepreneur and the teachers are the managers, and then we equal success. If we take either one of those away, either the E or the M, we have a bit of a disaster. So imagine running a school and you take that entrepreneurial head teacher away and you've just got teachers. No one moves forward. No one innovates. 3 great ways of growing a business is IMC, innovation, marketing, culture. And that person, the E, the L, is making those 3 things happen. And then you want the management to make the day-to-day happen. Now, once you've got that in process, once you've got this strong management system in place, this allows you to spend 80% of your time on growing the business. It allows you to do innovation. It allows you to do marketing, and it allows you to work on culture. If you are overworked, overstretched, you're doing both roles, you'll never do it well, and you never grow the company. That's the other thing I hated about it. You do a great job. I used to do loads of weddings, DJ'd at weddings and done all this stuff. You do a great job and they'll never need you again. You do a great 6th birthday party, they might want to do bowling next year, no matter how good the job is. So 3 stages of business. Number one, you're a solopreneur, which probably meant you were out there singing or entertaining or doing dancing. You're a one-man band. Next, you go to entrepreneurship. You start to build a team and you're managing that team. It's probably where you're at right now. And then the last stage, the top stage, investorpreneur. You're now thinking like an investor and you're a shareholder of your business and the management team are in place running it. They're the 3 levels.
Yeah.
So from one speaking gig to another, this one a lot bigger. This is the Intercontinental in London, right next to the O2. This is one of the biggest event spaces in London. And I'm going to be doing a keynote at Entrepreneurs Marketing Conference. It's the biggest marketing conference for business owners and entrepreneurs in Europe. And I'm going to be doing a massive keynote on growing people's businesses. And I think there's going to be 1,000+ entrepreneurs here. And I'm going to meet up with Matt right now. You're going to get to meet him. He's a great entrepreneur, really knows how to do marketing really well. And it's a pleasure to speak at the event. Let's go and see what he's doing and how he's filling the event up. There's a lot to get 1,000 people into an event. Really impressive. Let's go and meet him. And this is him, Matt, the Greek god. Look at his body. Right,
so you're too kind, James. You're too kind.
He's like the picture of health, and he is the picture of marketing. He really knows how businesses should get customers.
The whole point of this event, the reason we started it was because there was nothing in the UK anyway that taught real tactical, actionable information that people can actually implement to get results. Lots of it, you know, these seminars and stuff like that in the UK, they teach like strategy and like the why you should use Facebook, because it has 1 billion users, but that's not going to give you leads, that's not going to get you sales.
But it's not just about marketing. You've got like Stephen Bartlett's coming along, isn't it? And
We've got Stephen Bartlett from Dragon's Den. Actually, it's funny you should mention that, because I was actually going to ask you a favour.
Yeah, go on.
I wanted to know if you would be interested in interviewing Bartlett on stage for me.
Why would you not do that?
Well, I did it last year.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I got told last minute I had to interview him, and my questions, they were all right, but you understand business, you know, more than anyone I know personally, pretty much, more than anyone I know. And I'd love you to get up and interview him, because you will ask him way better questions than I will. Because you know a lot more about that. You know, I know how to run ads and do all this sort of cool stuff and look cool. I know how to do that, but you don't understand business. So I was going to ask you if you wouldn't mind actually interviewing him.
So I'll ask him all the drilling questions about growing a business, how he did it, because he's obviously done very successful stuff with his company, gets marketing. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't really need to know about marketing, this is also an event where you're going to get some broad business lessons as
sure.
well, knowing how to grow your business. And we're all going into this economic downturn. We know it's happening, so actually getting really good at marketing is how you're going to stay and thrive, absolutely thrive, because we don't want to just survive, we want to thrive through.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited about it.
It is like one of the perfect times to do it, because it's going to get tougher for businesses out there.
Sure.
So if you can learn everything that you can to get through those times, then you'll beat the competition and you'll survive. It's as simple as that.
Should we have a quick look at the room?
Absolutely, yeah. Come through.
How much are you spending on this?
Just over £500,000.
Just to put it on?
Just to put the event on.
This man who's just, or your bloke that helps you run everything, 50 grand he's got to pay to set the room up. They're the little facts that get me going. So, just the day with no money's being taken, no one's here. 50 grand they're charging him just to set the room up, put some tables and chairs out.
We wanted to upgrade the event. It's the third time we've run it. And we really want to take it to the next level. And this is like the most prestigious venue in the whole of Europe. That's what they call it anyway. And apparently it is. No expense spared, because again, we're not in it to make money. This year anyway, we won't make a lot. But next year, as we grow it, because our one goal, we've literally got this up in our office, our one goal is to make EMC so good that you not only want to come back next year, but you also bring other people with you. Because that's the only way we're going to grow it, is just by blowing people away, delivering value so that they come back.
You've spent £500,000.
Yeah.
How much have you spent on marketing to get people here?
Right now, we've spent about 40 grand.
What's your thoughts on the best way of getting return on ads? What platforms? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, so we're at the moment we're managing between 600 and 700 grand a month in ad spend for our clients. That's how much we're spending. 70% of that now is being still spent on Facebook. That's where
when you say Facebook, is that including
Facebook
Instagram?
Ads and Instagram, sorry. Yes, correct. We're now up to 10% of that is now on TikTok, because that's a platform that's come out of nowhere, and we're getting great results early on now.
And it's cheap, isn't it?
And it's cheap as chips, and next year I reckon we'll be spending 30 to 40% of our money on TikTok. Like, it's that good. The platform is so good. So if you think of like how we think of marketing and paid ads and all these media channels, think about the attention that people have when they're on them, right? Let's start with YouTube, because that's the top. So YouTube, they're going on there. A lot of the time they're searching for something. Like they're in the mindset of going on, searching and learning, right? So the time and the attention that's on there is way higher. Facebook, they're not on there to look at your ads. No. They're not on there to learn about your business. They're on there to look at their nan's cats, or whatever, and see what their ex-girlfriend's getting up to or whatever. So the attention, so that's now you're interrupting them. So the marketing there is you're interrupting them. And then TikTok, I mean, they're literally just scrolling through constantly 10-second videos. So their attention is very, very minuscule on there. So the marketing and the message
are the
has
right
to be
people
different.
for businesses on TikTok, or is the myths that it's just young kids, or you?
I mean, that was the case, I'd say 2 years ago, but like this year, YouTube went over 1 billion users, active users, and it's growing.
So you said YouTube there, you mean TikTok?
Sorry, TikTok. TikTok went over 1 billion users this year. And so the average age on TikTok now has gone up to 28.
So this event, who's it for, mate? It's for people that are small, medium, large. It's for employees that work in marketing departments of businesses. I'll be interviewing Stephen Bartlett for an hour, going into his business. But in addition to that, I'm also doing an hour's keynote as well, separately. So I'll be doing 2 sessions.
Doing 2 sessions now.
Yeah. So if you want to come along, Matt sorted me out with a discount for people that watch my content. You get 25% off your ticket. They're only a few £100 anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's 25%
great value for money.
Less than £200. That's like £60 for £60 a day.
Absolutely. So if you want to come along, there's a link in the video description. I'll see you here. If you do come along, make sure you come and say hello, and also say hello to Matt, because he's a lovely guy. He's not got an ego that won't let him say hello to anyone. We'd love to see you. See you at EMC. It's going to be a great event. Can't wait to see you there.